I loved biology in high school. I loved biology in college, and chemistry was all right. But when I got to hazardous materials, I was like, oh my God, this is it. It wasn't until then that I knew that there was a thing called industrial hygiene. Industrial hygiene for me is a career where I get to work to help other people so they don't get sick or injured or have a bad day on the job due to something that we could have prevented from happening.
I started my career in the Air Force. I got tasked to do some air monitoring at a power plant on base, and I discovered that the workers were being overexposed to coal dust. I was able to put them in the right PPE, protect them from getting exposed. That is what got me hooked into industrial hygiene.
I served previously as a safety officer for the Coast Guard's Pacific Area Incident Management Assistance Team, and I've had the opportunity to deploy during oil spills as well as a suspected biological incident.
A typical day in the response field means at least a 12-hour day. Generally, you are working as a safety professional within the command staff.
Serving as that safety officer, you deal with day-to-day operations and understanding what the current missions and tasks are, and then assess the kind of hazards that these individuals, in my case, Coast Guardsmen, would be faced with.
Hurricane Katrina was my first major disaster as a safety officer. For me, that was a life-changing event. I'm from New Orleans. My family was affected. My mom had evacuated, and I think I might tear up. My mom had evacuated. I didn't know where she was. I didn't have any communication. But I knew that as a safety officer, I had to stay focused, keep the team focused.
I think about Hurricane Maria working down in Puerto Rico. I've met some beautiful people down there in that response that I probably would never have met. I had an incident commander that was like, we came here to put things back to normal, to help people get their lives back to normal. And that's really what the response is.
We can help rebuild communities or work environments, organizations, while still ensuring that we're not taking any risks that we don't need to take.
And so what I tell young IH professionals is take advantage of as much field experience as possible to apply the concepts you've learned in school, because it'll start to make sense. Actually delve into the data and really understand the analytical craft, which is really what makes an industrial hygienist.
A lot of times it's a challenge to protect the responders and find the right balance of PPE and controls, but I'm always up for a challenge.
It's worth every second, because it is the greatest feeling to know that you've been a part of a team to help recover from a large disaster or emergency.
I'm Edward Primo, and I am IH.
I am Laura Weems, and I am IH.
I am Joselito Ignacio, and I am IH.